I thought that I might actually have a little bit of fun with you folks, if you don't mind. Many of you, particularly if you're Louisa fans, are aware that Louisa had a double life as an author, that she also wrote a number of thrilling, what she called blood and thunder tales for the penny press. And she submitted them under an assumed name, and in fact, no one could prove what tales she had written until more than 50 years after her death. But what I've done is I have taken down a few of the lines from Louisa's actual thrillers and also some of the lines from Porter's and Lynn's books. And I'd like for you to raise your hands as I read some of them to decide whether these are Alcott or Faux-cott.
If he had come up with that sooner, you would be buying T-shirts today that said Alcott and Faux-cott.
Okay, so to begin. For an hour she sat so, sometimes lifting the glass to her lips as if the fiery draught warmed her cold blood. And once she half uncovered her breast to eye with a terrible glance the scar of a newly healed wound, as she rose and crept to bed like one worn out with weariness and mental pain. Okay, hands for Alcott. Pretty good. Okay, hands for Faux-cott. It was Louisa May Alcott from her story Behind a Mask. So let's do another one. Let's see. Seeing an opportunity, Cleaver swung out a leg. She stumbled, then fell, the axe landing with a clatter a few feet away. Cleaver pulled a stake long and vicious from his pocket and hurled it at her with all his might. Alcott? Nobody. Faux-cott. Okay, you're right on that one. That's.
I think steak was the code word there.
Yeah, unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. That's actually what made this a little bit difficult. But anyhow, okay, very good. Oh, what am I doing? I am mad, for I too have taken hashish. Good to see you, Chris. Okay, Alcott and Faux-cott. The Alcotts win. That's from Perilous Play. Okay. All right, then. Let's see. Pallid and wild, with the agony of that swift plunge, it confronted me. No cry for help parted the pale lips, but those wide eyes were luminous with a love whose fire that deathful river could not quench. One instant the terror held me, the next I was far down in those waves, so silver above, so black and terrible below. A brief, blind struggle passed before I grasped a tress of that long hair, then an arm, then the white shape with a clutch like death. Alcott, Faux-cott, Alcott. Yeah, I tried these on my mom, who's 89. I tried them on the phone with her this morning, and she couldn't believe that any of them were by Alcott. Oh, that can't possibly be. That can't be. That's not Little Women. Of course it's not Little Women. It's the other Louisa. Okay. The gazes of hunter and prey were locked, and Mr. Davis could not look away from the gleaming golden eyes. The scent of wet fur and stale musk suddenly overwhelmed him. Turning his stomach, he shrieked and looked away. Alcott? I think you kind of bought on the fur there. Faux-cott? Okay, and that's Faux-cott. Okay, you get the idea. And what I meant to do more than anything with that was to show you that Louisa was not all soft and frilly. Louisa had another side to herself. She loved actually writing lurid tales in some ways better than the other stuff.